Welcome everybody to a new 30-minute full body workout. I appreciate y'all being here today. It's going to be a great workout. I can't see anybody for these workouts, so relax, feel good, and make sure you're putting yourself in like a good environment, something that you look forward to, so you want to come back and continue doing these classes with me. It's a full body workout. Each exercise is 40 seconds to a minute. We'll have a 20 to 30 second rest period in between. You'll either be trainer pace, fast than trainer pace, or slower than trainer pace. Trainer pace means you're keeping up with me, right? I'm working out, right? Same rest period. You're not questioning me. You're doing everything just the way I'm doing it. Faster than trainer pace means shorter rest periods, right? You don't have to rest as long as me necessarily in this class, right? So if you feel like you can keep going, do it. If you like an exercise, it's better for you, do it, right? Or then there's slower than trainer pace, which means you can't quite keep up. It's a tough class for you, but you're doing your best to try and expand your range of motion, and you're here for a specific reason, right? So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is one of my favorite body weight exercises, not even kidding, and these are up and down planks, right? This is great for your arms and your triceps. You can do this from home with no equipment, right? So we're on our forearms here, we're in a plank, and we're going up and down. Let's begin. So if you're someone who can't do the full version, you can do this from your knees, right? And this is an exercise that you can do that's effective and transfers to the gym with no equipment. Let's switch. So let's go in the other direction. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Woo. Good job. So there's no superset here, so we're taking the full rest period, right? 20 seconds, we're going to go again. If you don't need the full 30-second rest like I do, you can begin sooner, right? So that means you are faster than trainer pace. Maybe you need a little bit more time, then this is slower than trainer pace, right? That's how this class is structured. All right, we're going here in 3, 2, 1. And this is just so everyone's on the same page, right? There's no question. We're all here on the same page. 30 seconds. Switch. Seconds. And stop. Good job. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to stretch my legs out. In 20 seconds, we're going to go again. Right? So this one really, again, transfers very well into the gym. Right? So that's why I really like this one. Great for your triceps, great for your shoulders. Right. Last set here in 3, 2, 1, begin. Switch. 10 seconds. And stop. Good job. Good job. So now we're going to go pipe push-ups, right? This is another exercise that transfers very well into the gym, right? Just take a push-up, both our butt sticking up in there, and doing this after what we just did is tough, right? So I'm kind of still shaking it out, honestly. Right, again, not even at the gym, right? So I'm exhausted, tired, not at the gym. So pike push-up, we're in this position, right? And we're going down and up. All right, so let's begin, right? So I got limited energy here, so down and up. And you're trying to essentially be upside down, mimicking a shoulder press. And stop. Tough, right? The combination between what we just did and now, tough, right? It's important to be aware of these things because, again, we're not at the gym using equipment, right? Yet, tough workout, right? So, limiting the amount of excuses on some things, right? For some people, right? So, you're able to do this anywhere. Ready. And begin. And stop. Good job. Good job. We got one more set. We got one more set. All right, we're gonna get this last set out of the way. If you need more time, feel free to give yourself more time. Otherwise, we're going here in 3, 2, and 1. Begin. And stop. Right. So now we're gonna go lateral raises. Let's do these kneeling. If you don't like them kneeling, you can stand up. Right? But kneeling is a little harder because you can't pace around, walk around, which I think makes it a little bit easier. It's a distraction, right? So we're gonna allow right to the side. Let's begin. So between the first 2 exercises, it shouldn't necessarily be easy to lift your arms up, right? Otherwise, you weren't really doing it that well. So I'm definitely tired. Having trouble lifting my arms to the side. Ten seconds. And stop. Wait. Shoulders, upper body, tired. This has been pretty much all upper body for the most part for this. And upper body is a little tricky to work out at home with no equipment. Legs are easy. Ready, and begin. Legs is by far the easiest, right? Jumping, squatting, running, things. Upper body is a little bit different besides doing the traditional stuff. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. Woo. I'll do this one more time. We're going to do this one more time. Taking that rest, right? If your trainer pace You're chilling with me while I'm doing this, right? All right, 5 seconds here. Last set, ready, and begin. Like at trainer pace, there is no questions or debate about how long I am resting. If you think you can go at a better pace, then you're faster than trainer pace, and then you'll get like that 50 seconds to a minute set instead, right? So everything can be done in a delay, right? You can do this exercise longer or shorter as needed, right? Because the movement is what is the medicine in itself, right? So just doing basics is effective, and I'm just leading the way. And stop. This is good. This is good. All right, so now we're gonna go single leg glute bridges here, right? So we're on the ground. And single leg glute bridges here, like from home, this is very effective because they're hard, right? So being able to be stable on one leg in this position is not easy to do, right? So we're gonna go up and down, and actually we can put our legs here, we can do that. So, okay, we're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. So when we rest the leg on here, it's different than when we're doing here. Right, so this is definitely harder. And I actually want to do it this way because we have no equipment at home, and now if I'm thinking and talking, I think it makes a lot more sense to do the harder version switch because we're at home and it needs to be harder. That higher intensity is what you need at home with no equipment to really make it effective, at least in a progressive way. Because you can be not so aggressive, right? But you won't make like, you'll do great and be healthy and stop. You'll be healthy, right? But you're not going to be like making like gains necessarily, which is, I think a little bit of that is important, right? You need to have a little bit of gains in your routine. I feel like because gains are healing. Making like progress and getting better, I feel like is very like relatable to healing, right? Okay, let's go again. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're trying to extend it. We're trying to do a lot of hip action here, right? So when we're doing this, right, really focusing on the leg that's down, right? This top leg is getting a workout too, but the main focus is the leg that's down on the ground. All right, let's switch sides. And stop. And then when I'm looking at the camera, it really does look like the leg that's elevated is like the main leg. It's not. But you're also using the elevated leg to assist in maximizing the height of your hips when you're doing this, right? That leg is, we're trying to get fully extended in this bent leg position, and then this leg is what helps get it in full range. Right, so that's important here, right? Because you're trying to maximize your gains at home with no equipment. Ready, and begin. Right, I'm really sticking it. Highly effective. Switch. Not easy to do. 10 seconds. And stop. Good job. All right. I'm really loving the flow of this workout so far. Now we're going to do bendy hip bridges. So doing this directly after what we just did, I think is an incredibly effective combination. Right, so we're on our sides, we're going all the way up, right? So pushing all the way through. Let's begin. So for people learning this one brand new, We're learning it on the fly here, right? Imagine having a band and you're trying to spread all the way. You can use two hands if you want. You can have two hands. All right, let's switch. Let's switch sides. And begin. Ten seconds. And stop. Whew. Loving the flow of this workout so far. Loving the flow of this. I think this is an incredibly effective workout for being at home with no equipment. Right, let's go again. 3, 2, and 1. Begin. If you feel like you're really dominating this exercise, really try and pause at the top. And for the people who aren't even still doing it right, switch. For the people who are still not doing it correctly right now, it's okay too. And that's okay, right? You just want to intuitively think about what you're doing and just try and figure it out. It's good for you, right? And stop. It's good for you to be in that thought process of trying to figure out what the technique is, because it's not as easy as it looks, right? So, but at the same time, it's not as hard as it looks either. So you're definitely going to get it, right? All right, in 10 seconds, we're going to go again. Ready? Yeah. Right. Switch. Again. And stop. So good. So good. So now we're going to get up. And now we're going to do the classic body weight at home exercise, sumo squats, right? Classic, go-to, and important. So we're going to squat down. All right, let's get into squat position. Let's do it in 3, 2, and 1. Begin. Squat down. You go fast. So I'm tired at this point. I'm tired, right? So now I'm trying to get through what's going on here. But you can go faster or hold it longer at the bottom. 10 seconds. Go squatting like we are at the functional body weight level is the most important squats. And stop. Because squatting is like the bare minimum of your functionality as a person. So you need to be able to at least squat body weight, practice this very specific movement, wide stance, narrow stance. So the fact that we're doing it at home body weight with no equipment, is even potentially more effective than at the gym. Ready and begin. Because you're most likely going to not do the body weight, right? Which I think is the most important squat, right? If you can handle the weight, then it's great, right? Some people can't even get this low. Some people cannot get this low, right? Most people can't get this low, Right? Most people are getting like this. Right? No, we need to be getting all the way down. As low as you can go. Right? We're not asking you to put a lot of weight on you. We're trying to essentially use your knees and your ankles and your feet and your body correctly. And stop. One more set. One more set. Good job. Good job. All right, this last one in 3, 2, 1, begin. Ten seconds. And stop. Good job. Good job. So we're going to stay up. And we're going to do a standing leg hip abduction, but I really want us to focus on our balance. So we're going to try on the floor with no mat. So we're going to get our leg back, right? Lift this side. So when we're doing this, let's try and really focus on this standing leg being very much so strong and grounded. And we're feeling this here in our glutes, right? In our hips. So we're trying to really work out our hips. Trying to get hips more dynamic. Hips super, super important. Let's switch. All right, so this is hip work. A little more. And stop. So the balancing version I'm liking. I don't do the balancing one often, but I'm liking how hard you have to work on balancing on that leg. If you need to hold on to something, you'll go grab something to hold on to. But if you can, try to really anchor in that stability in the leg. Ready? And begin. I'm lifting to the side. It looks like a little bit from this angle from the back, but it kind of is, right? But to the side. All right, switch. Begin. And stop. Whew. All right, we'll do this one more time. Just one more time. Whew. All right. We're going to get after this. We're going to get after this in 3, 2, 1, go. Switch. Ten seconds. And stop. All right. That was great. Now, last thing, let's get in these hamstring bridges, right? We're just going to hold it, right? So we're down. We're going to hold a hamstring bridge. Ready. And we get up, right? So knees are open, right? So they're not bent so much. They're open. Right, I'm on my heels, my feet are up. We're trying to get a nice arch in our back. From our back to our heel. 10 seconds. And stop. Whew. Just enjoying coming to the conclusion of this class. Ten seconds. Ready. And begin. Big breaths. Big breaths. 10 seconds. And stop. Excellent. Excellent. Just one more time. One more time. Great job today, everybody. Well done. Feeling good. Just feel like it was very effective. Good use of time. Didn't need the gym for this one. I'm going to enjoy for 10 more seconds. We're going to hit this for 40. And we're all done. Ready? And begin. Ten seconds. And stop. So good. So good. Give yourself a round of applause. You did it. Got through the entire workout. And I will see y'all at the next workout. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care.